Alright, one thing has finally gone your way in Avengers Doomsday. You wanted someone else to lead the Avengers, right? That's fine, but let's just agree that Sam Wilson shouldn't be that guy. Think about it, when you've already got powerhouses like Thor and Doctor Strange on the team, why would they take orders from Sam Wilson? This is the same guy who was too proud to take the super soldier serum in the beginning, and later, after Red Hulk beat the soul out of him, admitted he should have taken it. And that's not me putting words in his mouth. Sam literally says this in Brave New World. He admits he should have taken the serum. So even Sam knows that just carrying a shield and giving speeches isn't enough. Sure, he can knock out a few street-level thugs, but when it comes to real threats with real power, he's going to come up short. Plot armor might not be enough to save him this time. Let's be real, watching Thor, Sentry, Shang-Chi, Wong, Ant-Man, and even Bucky take orders from Sam would feel awkward. So who's the new leader of the Avengers in Doomsday? And no, relax, it's not Sam Wilson. You can breathe easy, it's going to be Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic himself. Matt Shakman, director of Fantastic Four, said Reed started off as a nerdy scientist stuck in his lab. Eventually, he became a husband and father, willing to do anything to protect his family, and now, it seems like he's going to lead the Avengers. That was the hint dropped, indirectly but clearly by the director. Everyone thought Sam, the new Captain America, would lead the Avengers. Some were on board, some weren't, but here's the twist. Reed Richards from Fantastic Four will be leading the Avengers of Earth 616 in Doomsday. Now, Pedro Pascal, who plays Reed, did say in an interview that he wouldn't be leading, but honestly, that sounds more like spoiler control, especially considering what the director already teased. And let's face it, it makes perfect sense. If Reed leads the Avengers, it brings his rivalry with Doom into the spotlight. That would give the movie a strong, comic-accurate storyline. Also, Doomsday is going to be a full-blown multiversal movie, so science and multiverse knowledge will be more important than raw power. Sam doesn't have that kind of knowledge, not even close. Reed, on the other hand, has it in abundance. He actually has superpowers, tons of multiversal knowledge, and is one of the sharpest minds in the Marvel Universe, on par with Tony Stark, so having Reed lead the Avengers makes full sense. Imagine if incursions are happening, the multiverse is collapsing, and Sam is in charge. What's he going to do? What orders would he even give? He wouldn't know what's going on, let alone what needs to happen next. Even if Bucky were leading, it'd be the same story. He doesn't know the ABCs of the multiverse either. But Reed's already faced Galactus. He studied alternate realities. In the movie, we saw him working on an equation that proves the existence of alternate dimensions. He knows other universes exist, so yeah, Reed is the perfect leader for the Avengers in the MCU right now. He can actually make solid decisions in crisis situations. If Doom starts destroying the multiverse, Reed could build a ship to help the heroes escape. He'd know where to go, what to do, and how to survive. Now, historically, the Avengers have always been led by a captain, Captain America, to be specific. That's a tradition, and sure, everyone has their own opinions about whether that should change. But here's a perfect solution, and it might actually happen in the movie. Reed can handle the science side. He could design the escape ship, map out multiversal coordinates, and manage all the technical planning. That role is tailor-made for him, and strategically, Sam could lead from that angle. If Sam ends up taking the serum in Doomsday, that would be a massive power boost. Honestly, he should take it, then his action scenes in Doomsday and Secret Wars would feel more believable. He wouldn't come across like a hero winning just because of plot armor. Also, maybe Bucky or Thor could take over leadership instead of Sam. Thor's an OG Avenger with way more experience and power. Doctor Strange, we don't even know if he's going to show up in Doomsday. But if he does, he could lead to. Now, number 2, let's move to the next big update about the upcoming Spider-Verse animated movie that fans are waiting for. Originally, Miles Morales' next film was set for release on June 4, 2027. Now it's been delayed by just 3 weeks. So the new release date is June 25th, 2027. The reason? Summer break. By June 25th, kids will already be on vacation, so it makes more sense. Parents will be more willing to take them to see it. Now, since we're talking about Miles, let's address a rumor. If you're expecting a live-action Miles Morales to appear in Doomsday, write it down, it's not happening. Kevin Feige said clearly that until Sony completes the animated Miles Morales trilogy, they won't bring his live-action version into the MCU. That's because Sony still holds the rights to Miles, and the animated storyline is still ongoing. If they brought in a live-action version now, it would overlap and confuse the audience. So, once the trilogy finishes, Marvel will decide what's next for him. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, though, they could definitely return in Doomsday or Secret Wars, especially once Battleworld comes into play. Now, number 3, Kevin Feige also confirmed several other important things. Let's run through them. TV shows and series will now be less frequent, and their stories will no longer connect directly with the movies. In short, future Marvel films and shows won't overlap. That's a good move.